Hey, this is Chris with FlipHousesParttime.com. Just making a real quick video on how to pull pre-foreclosure properties using Propstream. If you don't have Propstream, I would suggest at least testing it out. You can get a link below for a 7-day free trial. Now, with that free trial, I believe you can only do up to 50 exports, whereas like the normal $97 a month is 10,000 exports, whether that's pre-foreclosures, vacants, properties with liens, absentee, high equity, those type of things. So from your standard list to your niche list, there are a lot of capabilities with Propstream. Highly recommend it. We're literally getting 1 to 2 deals a month out of it. And so I'm just going to make a quick video on pulling pre-foreclosures. So once you're in Propstream, this is typically what you'd want to do. If you just choose a city, of course this is my city, so select your city. I'm going to do filter. Owner occupied doesn't matter. Pre-foreclosure, of course, you can go, you want to keep it owner occupied and absentee. Property characteristics depends on what you're looking for. I'm just going to pull single family homes here. Unless you care about these things, I don't. I want all houses, all sizes, all that kind of stuff. I don't care about these things, but if they're recorded in the tax records and you care, some people don't want pools, but I mean, if you're fix and flipping or renting, you might not want pools, but they are wholesalable. You can wholesale them out. So here I'm going to look at MLS status since Propstream is connected to most MLSs in the nation. I care about this, so I am going to say, oh, actually no, I'm going to go down here on market. I'm going to say no. I don't want it on the MLS. I want off market. Foreclosure status, it's already set to pre-foreclosure. If I'm looking for auction properties, which you can do here, maybe you want to go after properties that are going to auction in the next 2 or 3 weeks, because those are obviously going to be extremely motivated. Then you might want to do that, but I'm not going to set that filter. Ownership info, years of ownership for pre-foreclosure. I would love to do a minimum of 1, but I know sometimes just with how counties record, that 1 might throw off something. So maybe it was sold 5 months ago and it might still show up in that list. So I don't want that. I'm going to do 2 years. And I know everyone talks about 10 plus years, 15 years ownership, something like that. But for pre-foreclosures, somebody could have bought a cheap house 2 years ago. Maybe there's been a lot of appreciation. Values have gone up, but then they lost their job or they're getting divorced. Something unfortunate has happened and now they're losing their home. So that is a very good lead to go after. Someone who's really owned their home for a few years and now they're in pre-foreclosure. So yeah, I only do years of ownership. I don't do last sale date, anything like that. Owner type, that doesn't matter. I want everybody. You could add lien, bankruptcy, those type of things. I don't want to do that. If you want to get into the nitty gritty, you could do value trend type of stuff, but not for pre-foreclosure. Equity, most people talk about 30% up. I like to just buffer for, maybe this equity algorithm is off a little bit, so I want to just maybe increase that a little bit, go 20, 25, something like that. Again, if you want to get into the details, you can kind of search these things. I don't. I just go strictly off of equity percentage. And then I'm also an agent as well, so if I wanted to possibly take advantage of some listings, I could go with even lower equity. Because someone who only has 10, 15, 20% equity, they could potentially just sell it for market value rather than losing it to foreclosure. But I typically go 20% and up. And you don't have to do max. You just keep it 20% as a very minimum. And it will go all the way up to 100% free and clear. And so once you have that, you can hit apply. And boom, here you have it. So here in Fresno, the properties that fit my criteria, there's 363 that Propstream is picking up. And you can kind of zoom in if you're maybe looking for specific areas. You can do zip code, but I know, of course, zip codes kind of overlap certain areas of town. You have to forgive me. I do have a little bit slow internet up here upstairs. Typically what I do, since the list is a little bit bigger, 363, I'll just do this, select all, and then I'll add to list. So maybe I want to create new, and I do Fresno Preforeclosure. I usually date it. That way I know when I created the list. Save it. 261. That's because about 102 are already on my list from the list that I pulled last month. So I'm trying to pull them every month, add them to the list, hit them consistently. We do a mix of direct mail, skip tracing. When it looks like they're going to be highly motivated and they have a lot of equity, we'll door knock them as well. And then we go to properties in order to export them. We find our list. What did I call it? Fresno Preforeclosure. Right here under marketing lists, where it's saved. Click it. Again, I select all, and then I'm going to export it. I'm not going to do it right now. I'm not in my office. I normally export it, email it over to my assistant, and she'll kind of scrub it and add it to our list. So, yeah, so for finding pre-foreclosures, you can do full cities. If you're looking for specific zip codes that you're trying to target. Where did this send me? Okay. You know, you can target specific zip codes. You can target multiple zip codes. Pre-foreclosures are a really powerful list to go after. They're obviously a very targeted list, but honestly, with anything, consistency, relationship, rapport, trust, that will outbeat competition every day. So, yeah, again, if you're not using Propstream, there is a 7-day trial link to the bottom. Get it, test it out, figure it out. I highly recommend even using it for a few months. Pull some lists. Honestly, $97 a month. You get 10,000 exports. That equates to less than 1 cent per property, which, you know, list source starts at like 17 cents. And then every criteria you add to it, it adds up, goes up and up and up. So, of course, you can find cash buyers. You can run comps. You can run neighborhood data, analytics. You can really narrow it down to using data to find the best neighborhoods to invest in, whatever you want to do. And it's great. So yeah, again, that 7-day trial is at the bottom. If you have any questions about what we're doing with Propstream, how to look up any other lists, go ahead and drop a comment. We'll be making some more videos too. So this is Chris. Have a good day.